Throwing, Jones. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Beasley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back as a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's got it complete to Perkins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Escaping the pressure right. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Watch one. Drop deep. So Mike's number 1, Mike's number 1. Hey, they scared.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Just considers on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. And the Washington first down.
7-7, our score after 1. Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught by OBJ. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. They'll run with Gibson. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Gibson again, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Patriots.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown! Ramondre
Ramondre Stevenson.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Nifty running by Beckham.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He hits Beasley right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just said,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
And he's got his man here, Beasley. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jones on first down.
He'll go right back to Beasley.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 27, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Looking to throw. Jones. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing Jones.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Mayfield being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
There's McLaurin. What a catch.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game,
and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young
able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Christian Barmore gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Washington on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next is Washington, 31. Patriots, 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Jones.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
So nice number one. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now Jones.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try to run with Edmonds. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts
as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. To throw is Jones. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings them 2nd and 9.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were really helped by their defense forcing through.
I think what we saw